Hey, mahal everyone, welcome back again to the Broadway Saiyan YouTube channel. I'm your host 40 and we are back with another video on Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, the global version. In today's video, we have another team spotlight, and today I'm going to be covering a team that features our two recently released characters, which is Tidus from FF10 and Eiko from FF9, and a character that I recently covered on my The Underappreciated series, which is Shadow. So this team I like to call Team High Frequency Damage, because this team is all about dealing brave damage as fast as they can and dealing HP damage as fast as they can, even if it's in small amounts or in large amounts, and then having a support to be able to heal and brave battery the entire party in case their brave falls. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So as we can see right here with the first slide, we have Shadow, Tidus, and Eiko as our featured characters for this party, and I will definitely go over how each of these characters function for this team. So the first character we're going to cover is Shadow. So Shadow's role is primarily DPS, so he is a high frequency damage dealer who takes advantage of both of his abilities and his passive's low turn delays. So as long as you have Shadow's passives all fully unlocked and making sure that you definitely have him close to level 50, both of his abilities, his Wild Throw and his Shadow Stealth, should have low action turn delay, meaning that as soon as you use those abilities, he will likely have another chance to act before the enemy can act. And so you definitely want to use him to alternate between Wild Throw and his standard Brave first to be able to build up his Brave quickly, since he does have a high attack stat. So the reason that Shadow has a high attack stat is the reason why he is able to, have a better chance at Brave breaking an enemy, not only with his regular Brave attack, but with his Wild Throw attack. So Shadow Stealth will allow him to maximize his Brave faster and deal HP damage. So without his weapon, Shadow Stealth will buff up his Brave by 20% by whatever his Brave is at currently, and with his weapon, it'll do that by 40%, and then he'll deal HP damage. And keep in mind that once you do this, he does get a small speed buff for 10 turns and a potential medium attack buff, provided that he does KO the enemy with this ability. And keep in mind, this does have a low turn action delay, so after you use Shadow Stealth, there's a very high chance that Shadow is going to be acting again before the enemy acts again. And because he is in the fast speed tier, Shadow will definitely be taking turns before the rest of your party does. And as always mentioned, having his 5-star Fubu Shuriken is definitely ideal if you want to be using this party setup, because it does improve Shadow greatly. Moving on, the next member of this party is going to be Tidus from FF10. Now, when Tidus came out, I started messing around with him a little bit and testing out his abilities, and I did pull his Astral Sword and his Brotherhood, so it does help to have those. And what I realized is Tidus is actually what Shadow could have been if Shadow was further improved. Tidus is also a high frequency damage dealer, and this is why he is. So his quick hit allows him to deal a multi-brave hit. So it's a multi-brave hit just like Wild Throw, and it has a chance to Brave Break because it is multi-hit, and it also has a low turn delay. So after Tidus uses quick hit, he has a chance to act again. So just like Shadow, he builds his Brave, and then right away you either have the option to go into another Brave attack or deal HP damage. Now your HP damage options is going to be dependent on if you have his Brotherhood or not. If you don't have his Brotherhood, you're going to go with a standard HP attack. Now if you do have his Brotherhood, your go-to is Slash Combo, because Slash Combo deals 2 hits, okay, 2 Brave hits, and then afterwards it deals an HP attack, and it also debuffs. It does a small debuff to speed, attack, and defense on the enemy, provided that they don't resist it. So Tidus can actually act as a debuffer, provided that you have his Brotherhood. So essentially, he's what Shadow should have been, and it also helps that he is at a fast speed tier category, because Tidus acts a lot sooner than other characters. The last member of this team is going to be Eiko, and the reason why I chose her is right now, by far, she is the best support unit that is out currently in Global. I feel like she's definitely better than Yuna, for sure. I know some of you may disagree with that, but right now, currently, with what we have, she is definitely better. So her HP Regen is a great opener, so she's generally going to be acting last. compared to Tidus and Shadow, because they are of the fast speed tier and Eiko is of the slow speed tier. So she's going to act last, but she's generally going to be opening up with HP Regen. That's a great opener, and especially if you have her weapon, it makes it even better because it does have 2 small buffs that it adds to the party for 12 turns, and it also further complements Shadow and Tidus because they do have passives that activate if they are buffed up. So Shadow has a passive that allows his attack stat to go up if he's buffed, and Tidus has a passive that allows his speed to go up if he's buffed. Now, both HP Regen and Smite ensure that despite Tidus and Shadow are dealing frequent damage at high speeds, they will likely have Brave at the end of their turns, provided if you strategize it properly, you know, because Eiko's abilities allow her to provide Brave for the entire party, so she is definitely viable for this team setup. Lastly, I want to go over the summons of choice for this team setup. So the first one is Ifrit. Now, if Eiko can potentially keep your party at max HP, depending on your playstyle, Ifrit is going to be your summon of choice because he definitely adds a little bit more oomph to your party. He gives your party a blessing up to 20% additional damage as long as your HP is at max. Now, if you're the kind of person that's like, well, I'm not sure if I could keep my party's HP at max, you know, during the entire fight, then you definitely want to go with Shiva because Shiva adds more speed, and Shiva's blessing is a lot easier to take advantage of because her blessing allows your party to have a 10% speed boost as long as their Brave is lower than their initial Brave. Now, compared to my other team spotlights, I didn't give any alternative team members for this party because I feel like that the 3 members of this party, there's really nobody else that you can replace them with. Some can argue that Zidane or maybe even Balthier could be replaced by 2 of the speedy damage dealers, but for me, I definitely feel like that Tidus and Shadow work well together with Eiko. Now, following this discussion, we're going to take a look at some gameplay showcasing this party. Let's go ahead and take a look at that gameplay. Alright guys, so following that discussion we just had on my high-frequency damage dealer team, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some gameplay in regards to this team. So this is going to be my setup, so it's going to be Shadow, Tidus, and Eiko, and we are going to be tackling the Trials of Shiva EX, because I want to give something a little bit more challenging for this team to tackle, and show you guys just how effective this team can be. So we're going to go ahead and begin right here. Let's see, who will I take? Let's actually take this. I'm gonna take Foxy's Vaughn. Just in case I need Vaughn. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and go with some standard Brave attacks and some standard HP attacks. I'm actually gonna open up Eiko with HP Regen just for the team to be able to deal more damage. Alright, so it looks like Tidus is being targeted, so I'm just going to go ahead and HP attack with Shadow here, and I'm going to go ahead and Brave attack, with Eiko, excuse me. Alright, so Shadow here is going to Brave attack, Tidus is going to HP attack, Eiko is going to Brave attack because she's being targeted. I don't want her to be broken. Tidus is going to Brave attack, Shadow with this HP attack. HP attack with Eiko, and let's see, we're gonna go with a Brave attack with Tidus. Nice. And it looks like we get another action with Shadow, but I want to save my abilities for the final boss, because the final boss can be quite difficult, so I want to be sure I have as many abilities available as possible. Let's go ahead and just Brave attack with Eiko, Brave attack with Tidus, and HP attack. We're gonna HP attack with Shadow because even if we take a leaping swing HP attack, the Regen should keep us alive, so I'm not worried about that. So we're gonna Brave attack here, break this enemy, and let's go ahead and finish this Iron Giant off, which Tidus' HP attack. And I love the animation on his attack, by the way. It's very stylish. I really like what they did with his animations. Alright, so this is how I like to do this boss fight. So we're just gonna go ahead and HP attack all turns with my party here. And then we're going to go ahead and build our Brave back up because we know that this Zoo is going to be doing a AoE Dust Storm. Now, Dust Storm is an AoE attack. It does debuff us. However, I am glad that it doesn't do too much damage. So we're just going to take a look at what that debuff is. It's a defense down. I'm not too worried about that because we're going to go ahead and just break this enemy again. And we have a chance to chip away at his HP again. Alright, there we go. So we're just going to go ahead and chip away at his HP. And right there, we have Shiva already activated. Now, as you guys noticed, prior to this battle, my Shiva is yet to be level 20. She's level 19. I'm a little lazy when it comes to it, but I will get her up to level 20 sooner than later. Okay, so now the Zoo decides to use Breath. Again, not too concerned. His DPS doesn't really bother me, and we already knocked him down again, so let's go ahead and just HP attack. Alright, so now we have the Red Dragon. This is where we're going to probably be using a little bit more ability, so I'm going to go ahead and go with Quick Hit. Awesome, so we broke him. Let's go ahead and just go with a Brave attack. I want to build my Brave up. We're going to go ahead and refresh HP regen. And remember, having Tidus and Shadow buff, provided that you have all their passive unlocked, allows them to take advantage of their passives. So Tidus takes advantage of his speed buff passive, and Shadow takes advantage of his attack buff passive. So that's pretty good. So let's see. So Eiko's being targeted. We're just going to go ahead and HP attack. I'm actually going to go ahead and Brave attack here. I just don't want any issues. Alright, so 39, that's not too bad. Let's see. We're just going to go ahead and Brave break this enemy. Do I want to be... No, we should be fine. We're just going to go ahead and Brave attack. I want to wait for him to go into his charge, so then that way we can break him while he's in his charge. So I'm not too concerned right here. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and charge. So this is where we're going to go ahead and just dump our HP attacks. And now I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to Brave attack with Shadow just to get some Brave damage off on this dragon. Alright, so we should be able to take out... There we go. Alright, nice. We took out his Brave. So now he's going to be stunned. Alright, so we got the chase. Nice. Let's go with a smite just to get everybody's Brave up. So I'm going to go with an HP attack. Shadow's going to go with a Brave attack. And Eiko with a Brave attack. Nice, we broke him. And let's go ahead and go with another HP attack with Tidus. We should be able to take this dragon out next turn. And I'm actually going to go ahead and use Shadow Stealth to take advantage of both the speed buff and the medium attack buff that Shadow gets by KOing an enemy with Shadow Stealth. Alright, so this is the boss. So we're going to go ahead and get into their abilities a little bit. So Tidus is going first. Alright, so he's not going to get this high turn rate, but that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and do a quick hit. And nice, we got the Brave break off. Let's see, Wild Throw. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and... Let's actually Shadow Stealth. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and get a Smite in. Wild Throw. And let's go ahead and get a Slash combo in. Nice. So we have the debuff already on the Dragus. We're going to go ahead and quick hit with Tidus. And we're going to Brave attack with Shadow. Nice. Let's get an HP attack off with Eiko. And let's get another Slash combo in with Tidus. And we're just going to pound this dragon away. I don't want to be broken, so I'm just going to Brave attack with Shadow. Oh, looks like I got a Crushing Fangs. Alright, let's see if we can break his Brave so he doesn't lunge at my Shadow. Let's Smite. Quick hit. Slash combo. Wild throw. So taking advantage of all these turns. Quick hit. Shadow stealth. Let's see. Slash combo. And we're just gonna go ahead and summon Shiva here. Alright, let us smite. Let's wild throw. Nice, build up our Brave a little bit. Nice, we're gonna go ahead and just pound him with HP attacks here. Massive, massive damage. Let's see, we're gonna slash combo. Nice, we maxed out his damage. Wild throw. Bop, bop, bop. Smite. Quick hit. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Shadow Stealth again, just for the buff, just to refresh the buff. Oh, he got the lunge off. That is fine. That is perfectly fine. We're gonna go ahead and slash combo. We are not in any danger. I'm not concerned. HP attack here. He's gonna get a Brave break off on Eiko. That is perfectly fine. Let's see. He's gonna lunge at Shadow, but I'm not concerned. Or Crushing Fangs. Let's see, huh? Okay, we might lose Tidus, but that's fine. There we go. Right, somewhere along the lines there, I think I might have messed up a little bit on the execution, but it's fine. You guys can see that the party tends to act very, very frequently. And the advantage of that this party has is that they Brave Break and they HP attack very often. So, unfortunately, my execution wasn't as good as it should be. But as you guys can see, you know, I'm pretty sure you guys can try this team out, and those of you who are, you know, hardcore theory crafters can definitely make this team work, because I've made this team work before. I've been hosting co-op with Shadow and Tidus, and it's pretty cool to see these characters in action, and Eiko as well, so they definitely complement each other. Alright guys, well that is going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this team spotlight featuring Shadow, Tidus, and Eiko. If you guys enjoyed this content, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new for future Dissidia Opera Omnia content. Once again, my name is 40, I am the Broadway Saiyan. Stay tuned for the next video, and mahal everyone.